Hi, I'm Nadia Dunn. CCL TV are delighted to be here at the TFS Summit in Dubai. And joining me today is Onder from All-in Logistics Solutions.
Hi.
It's so lovely to see you. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. Doing very good, thank you.
Have you been enjoying your time in Dubai so far?
Totally. Since I landed, actually, yeah. It's pretty good.
It's so exciting to see people face to face. You can really feel that, can't you?
Definitely. I was a little tired because of this, like, all online meetings. I mean, it's fun still chatting and keeping in touch with our friends, but face-to-face is totally different.
Yeah.
So we basically create a spirit here together.
Yeah, you can really feel it in the room. So tell us about your background and what you do.
So I'm originally Turkish. I was born and raised in Turkey. I went to college in Istanbul, and then I started working as a project director at a shipping company there, and then I moved to China. I worked there for a year for an NVOCC, and then I moved to Germany and set up a new company there. And then I went back to China and then I moved to the US eventually because of my wife. And I've been working in the United States for the last 6 years. I work with like some different companies, and eventually I just started my own company, which is All-in Logistics Solutions. And it's a franchise from Landstar, which is a big corporate, financially very strong. Basically, we are just providing like general and basic freight forwarding, which is like easy and simple for our partners and customers.
And have you been affected by COVID?
Oh yeah, I mean, luckily I started like after COVID, my company, but before then at the company I was working at, before I started my own company, we were super busy and most of us were trying to work from home. It was kind of challenging to be coordinated all together, like while we are working from home. Yet also the systems of the shipping lines, airlines were all down. Basically, nothing did work online. So we had to go and check everything case by case. It was challenging.
So why wasn't it working online? In what sense?
Because like normally in the US, like there's a huge traffic and it's a big trade lane, right? With most of the countries. And normally we are using lots of tariff and we could access like airline schedules or like rates online. But basically it was all messed up. We had to check everything in person. Literally, I have to go and find this representative by email, and they were also super busy. Lots of flights got canceled, lots of vessels were canceled. That's why it was very challenging.
So what's changed? How has that moved forward?
Right now it is getting back to normal, but for us, the most challenging part was actually to inform our customers. It was a lack of information. Like basically we were not being informed by the vendors and the carriers and shipping airlines about all their schedules and everything. That's why we definitely had to spend a lot more time. If I was sending like, I don't know, 300 emails, we had to send like maybe 600 emails a day. Wow. At least.
Yeah.
Just to check stuff. It was tiring.
Busy time.
Oh yeah, big time.
And tell us about your platform that you were telling us about earlier.
It's forwardingnetworks.com, and I just realized that the industry, like shipping industry, is kind of, especially networking part, was getting a little bit unorganized, or like there were lots of sources out there, but in the meantime there was no platform to check all of this. And I wanted to create a platform that can be beneficial for networks and also freight forwarders. I was getting emails from lots of freight forwarders globally, like, hey, which network is good for me? And then I said, I think we need to have a platform that we can search about the networks, events. Even after a while, like there's no system like this right now, but evaluation is going to be in the system too. So as a freight forwarder, let's say in the UK, you want to be part of a network. And one of the most important things for you is to find a network that doesn't have lots of members from the UK, or someone has niche, like the same niche that you are interested in. Like you can be a consolidator or FCL, NVOCC, whatever. So you can just type your country and then you get all the list of freight forwarding networks that has the least amount of members from your country or region. Or like you can even see how many countries they have representatives from, which is also another important thing. So that was the idea, and also the events, like if I'm traveling from the US to Asia, which is a really long flight for me, I don't want to go to Asia just for a 3 days conference. So I can check other events. And that's a platform that you can also search by countries, by dates, and everything.
That sounds great. So it's just bringing everyone and everything together into one place.
Even also there are like, I don't know, lots of vendors. There are like all kind of all kind of vendors that can be part of logistics. Like even your system, like CCL TV, is a great idea. Like this is the future, as you said.
Yes,
exactly.
It
It is the future because I mean, people wants to know companies and the people.
Yeah.
And with this, I'm sure in the future, if you travel to other countries, you can have interviews with other companies. So you definitely provide an introduction for these companies that you are visiting. And that's definitely great. And thanks for having me here, by the way.
No, thanks for being here. And it is a digital world. You know, everything is going digital. It's only going to get more and more like that. So, which is what we're trying to do as CCL TV. And obviously your platform is another one of those. And I think we're just going to see more and more of that.
I think so, because we are moving to digital lifestyle.
Yeah.
And also nobody wants to work with someone who they don't know.
Yeah.
Well, so you are actually helping us to be known.
Yeah.
Or I'm sure you will also do that for your other partners.
Of course.
Which is a great idea.
And just I guess seeing a face as well. You know, it's much better than just being on the telephone.
Totally.
So, and again, like at this event, obviously face to face, it makes things much easier, and it's pleasant. It's just great. It's so nice to be back in people's company.
Exactly. Like this is how you feel the emotions too. We are human, right?
Yeah.
So I am always like trying to train my team. Like these people are like human. Like you cannot communicate with people like you are communicating Alexa or Siri, you know? There are a human being at the end. So that's why show your emotions. Like while you are writing an email, don't write an email like a robot. Ask how are they doing, like how they feel, like you can be yourself. That's why I think we prefer seeing face to face.
Yeah.
And I definitely love to work with people that I enjoy in my personal life too.
Yeah. Well, that's how we do business, isn't it? You're going to do business with someone that you can relate to.
Exactly, because this is probably more than half of our lives, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I want to enjoy my life too.
And with this event, what are you most looking forward to?
For this event, actually it was so great to see all my friends that I know for a long time, because we couldn't see each other for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And definitely meeting some new people, like new faces.
Yeah.
It's always, because our industry is super dynamic. We need change. We always even within the companies, you always need some new blood, you know? And this kind of events definitely keep me awake, and when I'm going down, it definitely keeps me up, motivates me a lot. I'm excited to start some new stuff. I mean, I already started my company, which is a very big and new thing for me. And on top of it, it's my first conference representing my own company.
Yeah.
And meeting these new people while I'm representing my own company is great.
Yeah. And you were really enjoying the belly dancer earlier in the conference. Are you going to give us a bit of the movements you were doing?
Well, we need some music. And
come on.
Totally. And it was even at 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
I could still keep up with her. Yeah, I love that actually.
It was great.
It was really fun.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and hopefully we'll see you again at the next conference.
Yes, hopefully. Thank you so much.
Thank you.